Let me ask you something, and please just answer honestly. Have you ever missed someone so much who has hurt you so badly that even thinking about them or life without them makes your chest instantly tighten? You replay the good moments, you minimize the abuse and actually make excuses for them, and somehow you feel like you're the one that has the problem. Everything is your fault. In fact, you feel guilty for their actions. If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly as clearly can be. You're not weak. You're not crazy. You're not psycho. It's not your fault. And you're not in love. You're actually trauma bonded to a narcissist. And once you see it for what it is, literally everything changes. Everything changes. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be walking you through the 5 signs that you are trauma bonded with a narcissist. They're all signs you probably had no clue about. But when you hear them, you're going to go, oh my gosh, that's me. No clue it was trauma bonding. So by the end, you're going to understand why the only way to be free is specifically to break the trauma bond. That is the only way. The trauma bond is what's controlling you, something outside of you. That's what it feels like, right? I'm a former law enforcement officer. I was in a narcissistic relationship for 13 years, and I'm a sex substance abuse nurse. I've been around narcissists by the thousands. And when I tell you, the way it feels is like someone else is controlling you. You don't want to go back, but something else is controlling you to do so. And here's the first sign. This is the one most people miss. You miss them the most when they're gone. That may sound like, okay, well, of course I miss them when they're gone. No, I mean you miss them. You crave them. You obsessively look at your phone, obsessively look at their social media, look at every text message, stare at your phone hoping for them to, I don't know, give you a call, give you a text. Does that sound familiar? You don't miss them when things were good. First of all, there is no good with them. You've been convinced that those times that were good because all you've been given is the exact opposite of that. You miss them the most right after they hurt you, ignored you, discarded you, traumatized you. That's not love. Your nervous system is literally crashing after emotional chaos because that's the cycle of a trauma bond. Some sort of punishment and then a reward, which is something even as simple as they act like nothing happened or they give you a gift. So the trauma happens and then you get a bond that forms after it because you think that the trauma's over and they're going to be good again. And that continues the cycle of a trauma bond. It's not the grief, it's the addiction. And with narcissism, your brain is going to learn pain first, relief second. And that's completely the opposite. It's supposed to be relief. No chaos, no pain first. It's supposed to be relief. So when they disappear, your body's actually going to start to panic. It's called withdrawal. Not because you lost them, but because you can't find the relief to what you're addicted to, which is a simple text from them, isn't it? It's not them coming back and being better. It's a simple text that says, I miss you, or I love you, or them just acting like nothing ever happened. That is a trauma bond. That's a trauma bond, and that's something that only a narcissistic person can give to you. The second one, number 2, logic does nothing. Understanding does nothing. But hope keeps you stuck. You know they're abusive. You know they're bad for you. You know they won't change. You know you're going to go back, and going back is going to hurt you. And yet, you still have hope. Hope that they're going to change. You hope this time is going to be different. You hope they finally see you and choose you. You hope the version of you that fell in love with the version of them comes roaring back. You hope that feeling you felt during the love bombing stage and that version of them comes soaring right back. You want to be that person that you were, that felt like you were floating and nothing can go wrong. And you want them to be the person to give you that. That hope isn't optimism. It's conditioning. It's grooming. So narcissists actually train your brain to chase breadcrumbs, and then they somehow, some way call it love. Is it really love? No. So number 3, no contact feels worse before it feels better. Okay, what does that mean? You finally go no contact. Instead of feeling free, you feel worse. You feel trapped. You feel sick. You feel anxious. You feel obsessed. You feel dysregulated. You have a stomach ache. You want to throw up. Can't get out of bed. You're weak. Feel like I got hit by a bus. So you start to think like, wait, hold on. Maybe the no contact is the part that's wrong. Maybe that's what's not right. I need a contact. I need to reach out to them just to see how they're doing. Maybe I'm not strong enough for them. Maybe they just need me to be stronger. Maybe I really do need them. No, that pain is actually withdrawal. That is literally what your body's going through. Trauma bonding hijacks the same pathways as addiction, and your body's actually detoxing from the dopamine, oxytocin, and cortisol, and endorphins, and adrenaline. That is why willpower is never going to work with this, ever. It will never work. So listen carefully to this. If missing them feels like a physical pain, if it feels urgent, like it can't go on and it's unbearable, that's not love talking. That's the trauma bond inside of you trying to fight to still survive, knowing you should not have it. Number 4, you feel guilty for wanting peace. You feel guilty for choosing yourself. You feel guilty for anything that doesn't give them approval. And this is a sign most people don't recognize. You feel guilty for choosing peace for yourself. You feel selfish for not explaining why. So you over-explain everything, over-apologize for everything. You feel so cruel for walking away because you're an empath and you feel others' pain as much, if not more, than they do. You feel heartless for protecting yourself. The guilt was installed. It was downloaded in your computer hard drive inside of your mind. So narcissistic people, they condition you to prioritize their emotions over your safety. So when you finally choose yourself, your nervous system's not used to it. Your nervous system absolutely screams, danger, 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 danger. It's trauma bonding, not morality, not reality. And number 5, you think you're going to get closure that's going to fix it, don't you? Well, I'm here to tell you you're not going to get closure. Sometimes no closure is closure. You tell yourself, well, if I could just talk to them and explain how I'm feeling, if they would just understand, if I could just get one honest conversation. No, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Ever. Closure, understanding, meditating, affirmations, none of that breaks a trauma bond. That impacts your subconscious mind. Closure does not break a trauma bond. Regulation does. Safety does. Consistency does. And none of that comes from the person that hurt you, the person that created the wound. So here's the part no one's going to tell you. Watch this video back if you have to. You don't heal by being stronger, willing your way through it, praying that time is going to happen. You don't heal. It doesn't work that way to heal the bond. You actually heal by breaking the bond, by interrupting the pattern. If understanding and all that worked, y'all would be feeling good and this video would be completely pointless. So when the trauma bond breaks, you stop missing them, you stop craving them, your nervous system calms down. You don't mind peace and calm. You don't mind safety. You actually prefer it. Your mind's clear. You have control of your emotions. You feel in control and feel like you have power to make your own decisions. And you don't feel empty. You actually feel free. That is the work. That is what breaks the trauma bond. So if this video felt like it was describing your life, there's a reason for that. You're not alone, and you don't have to figure this out by yourself. In fact, I don't want you to figure out this by yourself. I actually created a 21-day program that will break the trauma bond in less than 21 days, specifically for people coming out of a narcissistic relationship. Because that's the only type of relationship that's really going to have a trauma bond. It's not about motivation, affirmations, meditation, willpower. It's about actually resetting your nervous system, that's where the trauma bond is, in your nervous system, not your subconscious mind. You have to break that bond in your nervous system so the bond can finally be released from you. Sorry if I went in like patterns right there. That was weird. So you can check out the link to get there below. I want you to sign up if you're ready for it. If not, that's okay. And if you want a breakdown of why you missed someone who destroyed you, I linked that video somewhere in this video for you to see next. Watch it next because it explains exactly what your brain is doing during the trauma bond. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe. Click the button, the red one in the corner. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss another one. I post videos all of the time. Everything is here to help you break free. I want to help you break free. Calmly, safely, and here's the big one, permanently. You're not broken. You're healing. I'm proud of you for listening to the end. You're only 3 weeks away from being the best version of yourself. Click on the next video, and I'll see you there.